Hey there! In case we haven't met in person yet, I'm Devie with Realty One Group Gold Standard. I want to thank you for contacting me about finding your dream home. In my 12 years of experience as a realtor in Pittsburgh, I've met home buyers from so many different backgrounds. First time, downsizers, move-uppers, investors, you name them, I've helped them. Yet no matter where they come from and what price range they're looking in, most buyers do follow a very straightforward path. In a very competitive market like we are currently experiencing, it is absolutely essential to follow the plan I will lay out for you exactly. Let me share with you the typical process that my clients experience when I represent them as a buyer's agent. This is a 6-step process, and many of the steps do overlap, so it can seem very overwhelming. But that's why you hired me. Okay, so the 6 steps are: number 1, initial meeting; 2, home searching; 3, mortgage pre-approval; 4, writing that offer; 5, getting yourself under contract in any of your contingencies; and then 6, the fun part, the closing. Let's start with our initial meeting, shall we? Most of my clients come through referrals from past clients or friends and family. But I regularly meet new buyers through portals like my website, Zillow, or Realtor.com. However, whenever we are first introduced, I will have probably referred to this video, created a home search for you, and provided you with the names of local, reputable lenders. You'll probably notice how often I advocate for each of my buyers to be pre-approved by one of those lenders, or a lender of their choosing. Let's begin discussing the next phase of the home buyer's journey. Most mortgage brokers will ask you for tax documentation, pay stubs, bank statements, and any additional documents that may be necessary. Of course, I'm not a loan officer, so I will not be explaining each part of the pre-approval process. That's why I provide you with the names of high-quality loan officers who will guide you through the financial avenues you have available to you. My goal is to help you identify the purpose of a pre-approval. Not only does this information help you set up search criteria in a tight market like we are experiencing now, but it also helps us zero in on an offer strategy that gives you the most ammunition at winning bids without going over in your budget. Lastly, if you want home sellers to take an offer seriously, a pre-approval is mandatory if you are not a cash buyer. So let's talk about writing that offer. If you were watching this video 5 years ago, I would be sharing with you all of the inspections, contingencies, and assistance available to you, the buyer. Nowadays, I unfortunately advise my clients to keep their offer as clean as possible. Writing a clean offer simply means minimizing the different ways that a buyer can back away from a transaction and not offering a lowball purchase price. In an ideal situation, the buyer would be able to perform a home inspection and back out if a major issue is uncovered. Additional contingencies available in the contract revolve around insurance coverage, property surveys, on-lot sewage, and an appraisal contingency, which has been extremely important in a competitive market like today's. I know this is a little difficult to keep up with. Just know that I will explain these in more detail as we continue to work together. Yay! You wrote a seller offer and it was accepted. Woohoo! Take a day to celebrate and get ready for the real work to begin. While under contract, it is our responsibility to keep the ball rolling. Your loan officer might ask you for additional documents, and once you pick the closing company, you may need to assist them in any questions that they may have. Throughout this time, we will stay in touch, and I can update you on my responsibilities as your agent. Within the week to 2 weeks prior to closing on your new home, we will work together to abide by the contract and make sure that we keep the train on the tracks. As long as your mortgage has been approved and the closing company okays your purchase, you hear the magic words. You are clear to close. Yes, you're at the finish line. On the morning of closing, we perform the most important part of the closing process, the final walkthrough. This is your last chance to fully approve of the property and accept it as it is presented to you in that moment. I love this part of the process because it makes me so happy watching the buyer see their new home as a blank canvas where the rest of their dreams can come true. Thank you so much for the trust and opportunity you've given me, and I hope this video provided you a glimpse of what you can expect from the buying process while we are working together.